Hi everyone, how you going? So I've just seen and I've just posted the tweet from Linda Burney's page where the government has announced that they are going to push ahead with the cashless welfare card for all on social security. Let's have a bit of a chat about this. So at the moment you've got youth allowance, job seeker and parenting payments that are going to be getting the $550 extra until September the 22nd. Then everybody will revert back to the old rate of $270 a week. And then on top of that, all the people that are newbies in the card areas will be put onto the cashless welfare cards. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Because you're going to have a double whammy on our economy where all of a sudden people who were just hanging on from the new lot that have lost their jobs, the million people, right, that were just hanging on to their mortgages, just hanging on to their rents, will all of a sudden be in the same boat as everybody else on job seeker, youth allowance and parenting before the COVID-19, where they will suddenly be losing their mortgages, having to look for cheaper rentals because they're going to be getting kicked out. But on top of this, they're going to be on a cashless welfare card, a lot of them in WA, Ceduna, Kununurra, East Kimberleys, and in the Hinkler region, Harvey Bay to Bundaberg, etc., and wherever else the government can push it. So there's a double whammy there, isn't it? Because you're going to really push 4 million people, 1 million new lot and 3 million others back into abject poverty, right? But the new million that are going to go on it are going to go on cashless welfare cards. They're going to find out that, A, their rents don't get paid on time. So there's going to be more breach notices, right? More black marks on their credit ratings. They won't be able to pay their car loans out of their Indu card. That's a no-no. So unless they can get enough cash, they will be losing their cars, right? This has already happened to quite a few people over the last 5 years, right? Single parents included. You know what I mean? So then basically what they're going to be doing is driving people into poverty, but not only that, driving them into financial destitution in such a way that they can't get out of, and then turn around and say, well, get a job. Well, even if they do get a job and get off the card, those financial black marks stay there for 7 years. They will screw their financials. For the 12,150 people currently on the cashless debit card, of which many are on disability support pension, carers looking after disabled children, many up to the age of 65 years of age, right, in WA, East Kimberley, Pilbara region, and Kununurra, Ceduna, right, where it covers all payments up to the age of old age payment, all right. So those people will never get their credit ratings back. I've got one lady in WA is $3,000 behind in rent. The only way she's staying in her house is she has to pay $100 a month or a fortnight extra out of her cash portion, but she'll never catch it up. Right? I've had so many people up here that have ended up homeless, people that are breach notices, people that are just, they cut it, they're out with no warning, they cut people down to 0 allowable payments on your rent. And then the person's got to get paperwork, right? I'm going to use the example of Jody here. 4 times in the last 6 months, they've reduced her housing allowance to 0. She got so used to it, she printed up extras of the forms. Her landlord gets sick of having to sign the paperwork. On the last trip in, she had to go in. The Indu staff at the Services Australia,